So why does this matter? Okay, governance, risk, and compliance is getting heavier. It's becoming a bigger impact to our business nowadays. Threat detection and monitoring, it's becoming more vital. There are more nets coming through. There are more challenges coming through. We need to understand what that looks like. Okay. Threat prevention and protection. How are we making sure that the environment is safe? How are we making sure that not just outside of our house is understood, but what's happening inside our house is understood as well? Threat intelligence and hunting. You need to have a feed. We've got our own threat intelligence system that we have that's connected to all of the biggest threat intelligence systems in the world. We are constantly feeding that information into your environment to make sure that it's as resilient as it possibly can. Okay, vulnerability and assurance. How often are you actually testing your environment to see that if you've got gaps? If that was 3 years ago, 3 years ago, we were looking at AI simply emerging onto the market. We're in a different space now. If it was last year, that's fine. Agents are now more prevalent than ever. It's not enough. We need to be testing our environments all of the time, okay? And incident response and remediation. How do you know what to do when things go wrong? How many people in your business know how to do that? If your technical director is taking a day off of leave, or your head of compliance is taking a day off leave, and you get breached, is there a safety plan? Does somebody else know what the processes are? You need to have a team that owns the space. All right. And finally, I'm going to run through this very quickly because I do recognize we're running out of time here. How do we actually help with this? There's a few areas I want to pick up here. And it's the flexibility, the quality, and the proactivity in a very big way. We're constantly scanning the environments. We're constantly looking at our own threat intelligence and other threat intelligence that's coming out of the rest of the world. We are adapting what we do in the back end to make sure that we're doing that. We are making sure that our processes are up to scratch, that they're ahead of the game. We're building out our own. We are having a look at how to build resilient systems to make sure that when we place our solution over you, that we are offering you the best protection that we can. We've got to test our supply chain as well. You would become part of that, right? The quality is making sure that we are using the correct tools, not the latest gimmicks. We don't have a Claude bot running in our security center. I can absolutely promise you that. Okay. Then we've got unity and longevity. Future proofing has become a difficult thing. You know, it's no longer just buying one tool and making sure that in 5 years it's still going to be relevant. What we're doing is small iterations all of the time to make sure that that tool is being supported as best as possible. If it needs more threat intelligence going into the system, we make sure that we're doing that. If it needs an extra process on top of it to make sure that it's as effective as it can be, we're making sure of that.